Red Neon Justice, Episode 3, Gale Manifest, The 5 Threads, Prologue, The Static Wall. Ext, City Skyline, Night, Static Storm. A low pulsing synth and heavy electronic hiss fill the air. The city of Nelton Ektiter is drowning. A massive, oppressive storm of red static blankets the skyline. The rain is neon, dripping red, and the colossal hand glyphs branded on the skyscrapers are pulsing violently, trying to crush any dissent. On a rooftop edge, the red Scarab, hooded and focused, clings to a gargoyle statue. His armor is slick with neon rain. His gauntlet scanner is screaming, displaying data streams choked by the hand's overwhelming noise. Scarab. Internal, ragged breath. Too much noise. They're pressing the field, drowning the current. The static suddenly shudders. It doesn't dissipate. It fractures. Thin, almost invisible lines of cyan light cut micro tears in the red fabric of the storm. Scarab. To himself, recognizing the pattern. No, they're not drowning it. They're making a wall, and that wall is cracking. That frequency, it's stabilizing the grid. Independent action. He recognizes the rhythmic, stabilizing pulse. A faint smile beneath his mask. Scarab. Into a general, encrypted channel.
Red cut is active. Follow the memory thread.
Act 1. The Rupture and the Weave. Scene 1. Threadbinder's Knot. Ext. Calm Spire Tower. Night. The sound of high wind and taut wires humming is constant. Threadbinder, tall, masked, draped in flexible data fabric, kneels on the dangerous, wet antenna spire. His hands, clad in fingerless gloves, are moving with impossible speed, plucking at and weaving fine strands of cyan light that are visible only in the extreme shadows. The cyan threads are the memory, logistics frequency, stabilizing the city's digital fabric against the hand's assault, an individual choice. Threadbinder. To himself, focused.
The current requires a loop. We are not breaking the wall. We are stabilizing the rupture.
He pulls 2 threads taut. A massive surge of red static tries to overwhelm him, but the cyan holds. Threadbinder. Dialogue hook.
Truth tangled is still truth. We pull it free.
He senses a strong red pulse pushing against the static, acknowledging its powerful, independent frequency. He smiles beneath his mask, continuing his silent, high-stakes work. Scene 2. The compass turns. Miss Maggie's pivot. Int. Harmony House Archives. Night. The quiet, antiseptic hum of corporate servers is the only sound. Miss Maggie is alone in the cold, white archives. She sits at a console, but her focus is on her wrist. She uses a stylus to trace a familiar, beautiful pattern onto the dust covering her desk, the Muralith butterfly spiral glyph. She closes her eyes, focusing all her emotional and intellectual understanding on the single point. Her goal is not data theft, but sending a declaration of reality. She opens her wrist console, bypassing the hand's security with a single, complex sequence based on the child's glitch from
unauthorized encryption. Source, human. Target, truth. Matrix.
A powerful, visible pulse of vibrant magenta light flares briefly from her console. This is the emotion, human truth frequency. System voice, faint, robotic.
Error. Corruption error. Non-critical incident.
The hand's internal systems flag it immediately, but the pulse is already gone. A flash of pure, defiant feeling escaping into the storm. Miss Maggie watches the magenta light fade from her wrist. A new, powerful, self-aware feeling settles over her. Miss Maggie, whispering, firm, embracing the name, Matrix. Scene 3. Corporate J's Facade. Int. Harmony House Archives. Moments later. Tense, isolated footfalls echo. Corporate J enters the archive, a scanner humming low in his hand. He is tracing the corruption error that just spiked. He is calm, focused, and professional. He finds no physical evidence, but his scanner detects residual magenta light baked into the high-res security camera footage. The magenta is impossible to scrub. It holds the shape of the butterfly spiral. Jay pulls the footage onto a data shard. His brow furrows only slightly, a flicker of pure curiosity under the corporate veneer. Jay. To himself, cold, maintaining the corporate facade. Anomalous code signature. Must be isolated for review. He transfers the data, performing an act of subtle sabotage that protects the data from the hand's immediate cleanup protocols. Sound. The wail of hand enforcement sirens rises rapidly outside. Jay quickly closes the console and steps into the corridor, the faint violet fog, his subtle signature, trailing behind him as he vanishes just seconds before the enforcement team arrives, his position safely intact. Act 2, the first fire and the alignment. Scene 4, the Velvet Nocturne. Int, Speakeasy Club, night. Low jazz saxophone and vinyl record glitches provide the backdrop. The club is atmospheric, full of patrons enjoying the freedom of